Many thanks for rejoining us, and the program is still Good Morning Abuja, coming to you from the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja. We all know that the family is an extension of who we are in the society, and it is often said that when you train up a child in the way he or she should go, when they grow up, they cannot depart from that way. This morning, we want to talk about parenting and fatherhood, and we know the effect of parenting and fatherhood, the presence of parents in the lives of our children. And we have a counselor with us this morning to talk to us more on that. Help us welcome Philip Nwachuku to the program. Sir, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you, ma.
All
My
right.
pleasure always.
Okay. We all know that the presence of our parents in the lives of our children has a lot of impact on them. As we talk about parenting and fatherhood this morning, I want you to talk to us the qualities that these parents need to possess for them to be able to impact into the lives of their children.
Thank you again. Um, the qualities, good qualities that a parent, a father in this instance should have. The father should be respectful.
Okay?
He must teach the children how to respect people, respect one another, respect neighbors, respect elders, and things like that. They must also be the parents must also be um, they must develop trust.
Okay.
Trust,
Very
yes,
important.
very important.
Yes.
Must be reliable. If you are doing something else and telling them something else, they are watching.
They are watching.
Yes, you must be able to be trustworthy in your actions, in your words, in your deeds. You must exhibit that trust. You must be honest to them and to people. If you are lying and telling your children to do things or doing things that are not true, they will pick up those things. I
Definitely.
recall when I went to see a man who told the child, the daughter, to tell me that he was not around. Meanwhile, he was in the house. So the daughter, being innocent,
Innocent.
came
Wow.
out and told me that the father
Mm.
is not around. That the father said, I should
Yes.
tell you.
Most children will say, my
Eh,
father say I should tell you.
I could hear you say,
Wow.
Alaji Bayan, Alaji Yachi Bayan. I say, my father says it's not available. Ah, so I now cut the joke. This man told the daughter to lie. I said, why
Yes.
do you teach your child to lie? The child will grow up lying
Lying.
because it will become like a habit you have already passed down to that child. So then he must be responsible as a father, as a parent. If you are not responsible, you end up breeding irresponsible adults. How do I mean? The father should be able to provide for the family. Uh, Even the word of God says, he that does not provide for his family is an infidel and he has denied the faith. So that is a very big onus on the part of the father to make sure that he provides in terms of where they will stay, in terms of school fees, if they have to go to school, be trained, in terms of food and other things that make for better home. So the father should be able to provide for that family. Because if you don't, and there's a lot of denial, a lot of lack, and suffering, children may start looking elsewhere, and so
Yes.
that makes pushes some of them to go and put their hands either into stealing and things like that.
Okay.
Yes,
When you were enumerating the qualities,
yes,
I took respect and trust.
yes.
When we take respect and trust
Mm.
to anywhere we go to, I think we will be acceptable.
Mm.
And it's like transmitting already what you have
Mm.
out for people to see.
Mm.
Okay, now as a responsible parent that you talked about this morning, how can you balance the family and the work life effectively?
Okay. In these days that people are trying to make ends to meet, The tendency is for everybody to be out. The mother is out fending for, also trying to fend for the family. The father is also out early, come back late, and then those impact negatively when you don't have time to see what your children are doing, or to be able to also look at how you can guide them. So there must be a balance between work and the home, because especially at the early stages of parenting, while you are trying to work and make a living, there must be a time you create to bond with the children, so that you can also guide them, and so also talk to them, and so counsel them, also play with them and familiarize with them and teach them, the values of life. Yeah. So there must be a balance while you are trying to get the monies, while you are trying to work. You know, if you don't have time for your children while trying to do all those things, there will be a backlash in future. So the parents must create. There may be times you take a holiday, so that you can stay with the children. Yes, or take a leave, so that you can bond with them, go out with them, things like that, and so that they learn how life is not all about looking for money and things like that. Because if you don't have a stable home, obviously it will affect the larger society. So you have to balance both work, and you need to take care of the children effectively. Mm.
This question is leading me to your response is leading me to this next question, talking about emotional development. Some parents are just a figure. They don't really have anything to offer. And when you see the lives of their children outside, you will know that they are empty. And they will be battling with so many self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
They won't be able to relate well. So as a father, I want you to react to this. What it is to impact that emotional development in the life of our children as they grow.
Okay, thank you. See, like you mentioned, a parent or a father can just be there existing.
Yes.
He has no relationship with the children. And because of that, they don't bond. They don't talk, they don't communicate. The child cannot open up to you to tell you what he or she is going through, maybe with peers, and they can now, because there's nobody to guide them. Because as a father, as a parent, you're supposed to guide your children. You're supposed to help them. You're supposed to help them navigate issues of life. When they make mistakes, you see how to correct them, and not. And the other end is parents that are overbearing, who are also always maybe shouting down on their children, and they're angry with their children. They feel they're not doing well, so they look down on them, berate them. If you also go to that extreme in the name of you want to bring up a child, and you're always exasperating them, you make them to now want to cut off from you, and that opens up the child to peer groups influences, and that may be negative. That's why you see some children getting into depression, going into drug addiction and things like that, because they are trying to measure up to the people outside, the peers outside, that unfortunately who may be showing them in the wrong way. Why? Because the father is not fulfilling his role as a father, because your child should be your friend.
Yes.
Should be able to open up to you and tell you what he or she is going through, that you can also help to guide and correct.
Okay.
So if you have to get your children, to be emotionally balanced.
Yes.
If you notice your child has mood swings, there may be a causative factor of those mood swings. What is it that is it? If you have time, you'll be able to observe this. When you are absentee father, you will not know when your child's mood is swinging up and down. Maybe the child is doing something. Maybe the child is doing something that is frustrating him or her. And if you are not sensitive to know, because you are not even there, then you may not know until it gets out of hand. I have seen some children, maybe they get themselves involved in things that are weighing them down.
Yes.
Maybe some of these, for instance, some of these loan sharks get hold of some children and offer them quick loans, which they take advantage of in these times. And the children are exposed to a lot of internet,
Internet
digital
and
things.
information.
And when those monies come so sudden to them, they misuse them. Some of them go and do bets with it, and get the money disappears,
Yes.
and they're not able to tell you. And another one, we give them further loan, they will take it and do another gambling. Before you know it, he has committed so much money that he doesn't know how to pay. You see the child getting very depressed. By the time you get to find that, a lot of things have gone wrong.
Gone wrong.
Yes, so you see, you are in trouble. Your child is in trouble because you didn't put your eye to know what's happening to that child before it got late. Some people
And the
say,
society is also in trouble as well.
yes, the
So as
society is in
parents,
trouble. Yes,
yes,
but the
we
loan
need
people will be
to.
disturbing you because maybe he has put your name as the guarantor. You didn't know anything about loan. They are troubling you. That can also cause you depression. That can cause you high blood pressure. And you're trying to battle with other things. Your child is going to commit things that are even not good for your own emotion. So you see, if you are not balanced to check your child when the child is going down, you eventually, by the time you find that, why you have some children get into depression, some even commit suicide
Suicide,
and things
yes.
like that. So
Okay, as parents, we are not limiting it to fathers alone, even the mothers.
yeah,
We all need to up our games in the
yeah,
lives of our children
mm,
because if we get it right
mm,
from there, our society will be better for it. We have a lot to talk about because it's a very deep and wide topic. I think we should continue some other time. But before I let you go, I want you to advise us as parents, as caregivers.
mm.
We know anything that starts from the family translates into the society. What should we do to ensure that we monitor, we are, and as well as being present in the life of our children?
Okay. First of all, for a, a good home with good parenting, you have to lead your children to God. You draw them close to God, and then introduce them to the Word of God. Pray for them always. As a parent, make sure you are praying for your children because they have not gone this route before. They are young, so they need to be molded. They need to be guided. When they make mistakes, they need to be corrected. So you must be involved in the life of your children and be like their coach. Like
Yes.
their coach, you are their coach. You are the one. You believe in them. You believe in their dreams. Don't shut them down. If they are bringing up ideas, try to see how you can encourage them.
Encourage
At
them.
the same time, tell them about the dangers out there. We are in a digital world, so the children are exposed to a lot of things on the internet and things like that. You see, some children, they are pressing their computer, pressing their phones, watching all manner of things, even things that are not healthy for them at their age, like pornography and things like that. So if you are a parent, you must be involved in your child's upbringing. You must create time, for this child. If you want the child to turn out to be good, to turn out to be the best, and they can actually be the best. You help them in the academics. Make sure you nudge them to excel and be the
Yes.
best whatever they are doing. Make them to see the essence of hard work
Okay.
ahead, because if they are seeing you working hard, they know that money doesn't come
Doesn't rain from
heaven
heaven.
ahead,
Yes.
because the tendency we are seeing this digital world is that many children want to stay inside air conditioned place and money will be flowing. That's why some of them are doing yahoo yahoo. They don't want to go out to work and things like that. They believe they can press the button of their computer and money will just be
Money
raining.
will
So these are the things you have to balance. Some of this you have to balance. Okay, somebody wants to be a celebrity, wants to be this and that. Then, but you must be hardworking, in short.
hard work.
Hard work is
Hard
very
work. Thank you
important.
so much, sir, for
Yes.
your time with us on the program this morning.
It's always
And
a pleasure.
and personally, I have learned a lot from your wealth of experience. We
Thank you.
do really appreciate your time.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay. Yes, we've heard it all. As parents, caregivers, please let's be involved in the lives of our children because they are our life, they are our light, and they are our next generation. Let's ensure we impact what they need to know into them so that our society, our family will be better for it. We've been talking about parenting and fatherhood in the lives of our children with a counselor, Philip Mwachuku, and he has told us a lot. Now we're going to go on this quick break. When we come back, we have more for you. Stay with us, please.